Hi, you guys. I think at this point, if you're watching this video, you have already spent time in those breakouts. Hopefully they worked well for us. We'll see. We're not going to do it till Monday. I'm recording this early. And what you found in the breakouts whenever you're manipulating all those different formulas is we have different ways that we can group the chemical reactions that we're going to learn about. And it's based upon what we see on the reactant side and what we see on the product side. Okay, so in being able to simply recognize these different groups, we have some names we're going to go through. We'll eventually learn how to predict the products for some of these. Really, for all of them, we're going to learn to predict the products, at least examples within each classification, and you'll learn how to balance it. You're going to continue to get practice with balancing it. Okay, so when we look at a synthesis or a combination, it can be called either one, synthesis or combination, that would have this general pattern of substance plus substance gives you a single compound. We're going to get into more details whenever we break down synthesis reactions better, because it could be element and element to give you a compound. It could be compound and compound to yield a single compound. But it is two things combining, and it really could be two or more things combining into one product. So that's synthesis or combination. Remember, at any point you can pause and fill this in as you need to. Decomposition is the exact opposite. It's taking a single reactant and breaking it apart into multiple pieces. In general, we'll just say two different pieces, two different products, but it could be two or more. The important thing is a single on the left-hand side broken down into two or more products on the right-hand side. Combustion, we're going to be looking at hydrocarbon combustion. Combustion really is defined as anything that is burned. So anything that's reacting with oxygen. So sulfur reacting with oxygen can be a combustion reaction, but we're looking at hydrocarbon combustion. So methane being combusted, ethane, propane, butane, octane, things like that. So that general breakdown is a hydrocarbon reacting with oxygen gas. I did not subscript those, but you guys make sure to subscript. So O2 to give you carbon dioxide and then water. Okay, so that's another classification of a reaction type that we want you to be able to recognize eventually. Then there's single displacement, or they'll say single replacement. So I think I probably use replacement a lot more. I think your textbook uses displacement, but they're really the same thing. Basic idea here is an element and a compound gives you a new compound with a new element. All right. So what was bonded in a compound now breaks apart and becomes an element standing alone by itself. So element, compound, new element, new compound. Double displacement or double replacement. This will be the only one where you see two compounds on both sides of the equation. So compound 1 plus compound 2 gives you compound 3 plus compound 4. So two new compounds, they basically are going to rearrange partners and produce two new products. Okay, so we want to get you to be able to start to recognize these differences. The last one is a special type of double replacement reaction. It's a neutralization reaction. So this H literally stands for hydrogen. So an acid, hydrogen bonded to some ion. So an acid, this really is a hydroxide. So hydroxide is the defining polyatomic ion of a base. So sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, whatever it might be, produces, in this case, some salt. Okay, whatever that salt might be. So some new compound that's a salt, and then again, H2O. I did not subscript the two there. So your homework tonight is going to take you through beginning to look at different patterns, getting trained with looking at a reaction and go, oh, okay, I think that's synthesis. How do I know that? It's just one compound on the right. Or it's decomposition. How do I know that? It's just one reactant on the left, one compound reactant on the left. So the homework will get you to walk through that, practice that. And then we slowly break down these steps. So we are going to go through synthesis reactions, how to predict them, how to balance them. So this is just to introduce you to it. And then we slow it down and we go back and we look at all of these. Okay. So have fun, get that homework done, be amazing. Don't slack in this class. It's not good. We'll talk to you soon.